Sarah.
Hello.
Hi. My name's Lisa, and I'm going to do some training with you today on something that you expressed that you wanted to do. And do you remember what that was?
How to go out with your friends.
Yep, how to organise the outings with your friends. That's right. Now we've got Leighton here with us today. He's my mentor for my TAFE course. There he is.
Hello.
Thanks, Leighton. Yeah, so Sarah, we've got a 15-minute session today to start working on your skills in planning and organising an outing for you and your friends. All right? Does that sound good?
Yes.
Yeah. So we won't get everything done today because this is one of 3 sessions. So we're going to get started today. We're going to talk about what you would like to do with your friends, what things you've got to take into consideration when you're making plans, and how to go about it.
Yeah.
All right. And the next time we get together, we'll probably make a list of who you want to invite.
Yes.
Okay. And actually determine what you want to do, and then the final week we'll actually do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll actually invite people and make the actual plans for that. So that's great. Now, I have heard that you're a very sociable, fun-loving person. Is that right?
That's correct.
Yeah, and you like to go out.
Yeah, like doing things, yeah.
Yeah.
Not be at home and there's nothing.
Yeah, you like to get out and do things with your friends. And do you find that you get to do as much as you want to do?
I think I do, yeah.
Or would you like to do more?
Probably, yes.
Yes, you'd like to do more. And what stops you from being able to do more?
What makes you stop?
Is it people not organising it?
Yeah, that's it,
Yeah, that's right. Because, it's great that that's something that you want to do, because a lot of people find that really quite scary.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people get worried about organising things with other people. So that's great that that's something you really want to do, and your friends are really going to appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so will you, because that means that you're going to be able to go out and have a lot of fun. All right? Okay. Is there anything that you wanted to say at the beginning that you wanted me to know or cover, or are you happy just to go along with?
Go with
What I've covered. Okay. I have put a bit of time into preparing this for you, so I hope that we do cover what's important to you.
Yeah.
And also just pointing out that once you've organised a few activities with your friends, it becomes really easy. It's like a piece of cake. All right?
That's right.
It's just learning the steps that you need to take in order to do that, and follow the steps.
Yeah.
All right? Okay. So in researching this topic in preparation for today, I found that there are 6 main steps to organising an outing. All right? And these are the ones that I came up with. One is, and we're going to talk about these as we go, one of them is learning what the options are. Do you know what I mean with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, like what kind of options can you just think of off the top of your head?
Like if you're going to a picnic in the park.
Yep.
Or go to the movies is a harder one.
Yep, that's right. Yep. So options are the different things that you can actually do with your friends. So that's something that you want to look at the different options and learn what's out there.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the next step is how to choose an activity and when to go. So, what should we choose to do? Now we know what these options are.
The best thing to start is we've been doing phone a friend.
Yeah.
And you plan ahead what you like to do.
Yeah.
So,
that's really good. And you've been doing phone a friend with what group?
With VoiceWorks.
Yeah.
What Megan's been teaching me to do.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
And then you guys will talk about
Where
some
you'd like to
ideas.
go.
Yeah, that's a really, really good way to start, Sarah. You're already on the road to being an organizer, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, part of organising when to do it, it also includes, and we're just going to grab this. Sarah brought this, didn't you, Sarah?
Yes, a calendar.
What is it?
It's a calendar.
Yeah.
I bought it at the shops.
Yeah.
Over the Christmas holidays last year.
And what do you use it for? What do you keep?
It's keeping what schedules.
Yeah.
And what days you really go.
Yeah, that's right. So you would have in there all the days that you go to Rise, and the days that you go to work.
Yeah.
And things that Mum and Dad have planned on the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you think that's going to help you when you are
I
making
write
plans?
it down.
That's right. So you can look at your calendar, and we're going to do this later, but we're just talking about it now.
Yeah.
You can look at your calendar and go, oh, okay, well, I can't do it I can't go out with my friends that day because we've got a family function on.
Yeah.
I can't go that day because I've got to work.
The only day we can do is the Fridays.
Okay, well, there you go. That makes it easy.
Yeah.
So then you can write, once you've made your plans for the activity, you can write it on your calendar.
Yeah.
With everything else. And that's how you can keep track of everything. Be organized.
Yeah.
So that's wonderful that you already use a calendar. That's great. So the next thing you would do is identify who you would like to invite. So again, we're not doing it right now. We're just talking about the steps that are going to be involved. So that's the next step. You think about, who am I going to invite? And then how are you going to ask them? Are you going to ask them on a text? Or are you going to phone? We'll talk about all of that. And then you've got to keep track of who says yes and who says no.
That's right. That's
Don't
important.
you?
Yes.
Because that can be quite tricky,
Yes.
If you're trying to plan a car to get there, or a taxi, you've got to know how many people you've got.
That's right. You do.
Yeah, that's right. So that's the next step, is how to keep track of who has said yes and who has said no. And then the final plans include how you're going to get there and how you're going to get home.
That's a very important one.
Yeah. So those are the 6 sort of main steps that are involved. And you and I, over these 3 weeks, we're going to work through all of those steps.
That's right.
So that you're confident with doing that. And we are actually going to organise an event at the end, okay?
Yeah.
All right. All right, I actually had an activity here. We started talking about it, but we're going to do it on a whiteboard anyway. So, do you like writing on a whiteboard, or do you want me to write? You can write.
There we go.
I will just write the first thing, and that is, I'm just going to put an outing, okay? Because that's what you are planning. All right. So, how about if we brainstorm all the ideas that you can think of?
Yes.
And you can write them, or I can write them, whatever you prefer.
I'll do it.
So let's brainstorm what the options.
I've got 2 options.
Yep, well, you can have as many options as you like. So just think of things that you like to do.
Like, I know. Movies.
Yep, movies. Yep. Picnics. Yep.
Picnics.
Yep. What about some other things like bowling? Have you ever done bowling?
Yes.
Yep. Would that be something you would think about?
Think about.
Yep. This is just brainstorming. Yeah. So you're just putting down all the ideas, and then we look into.
Or my new house.
What was that?
Go to my new house.
Yep. Have people over to your new house. You can just put new house. That's fine.
Go visit.
Yep, because you've just moved into a new house.
Go visit
my house. You can just put my house.
Yeah.
That is a really great idea, Sarah. All right, let's see. What else can I think about? Movies, picnics, bowling.
Parties, how about that?
Yeah. Have a party. Maybe it could be a birthday party, or
it could house party,
a housewarming party, maybe even.
I'll just put parties.
Yep. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, so anyway, that list, you can, yeah, oh great, so you're numbering them, that's perfect. Yeah, and what I'll do when we're finished with this brainstorming activity, Sarah, I'll take a photo of it and I'll send it to your mobile phone.
Yeah.
And then you've got it, and then you can add to it during the week. You can have another, I'm giving you a little notebook to take away today.
Oh, good.
And then you can put your brainstorming ideas.
Yeah.
You might hear about something that somebody has done, and you might think, oh, that would be fun.
Yeah.
And then you could write it in your book, and we can talk about that next time when we're looking at our options. So that's great. That's a really good start, Sarah. So we've thought about some options. And then, as I said, we would then think about who you would want to invite.
Well, I'm going to put invitation, for example.
So what was that?
Invitation. No, invite.
Oh, invitation. Yeah. We don't need to write these down.
Okay.
I just want to talk about these things.
Sure.
Invitations, and how would you think it would be best to do the invitations? How do you think you would want to
Well, you
get
can plan
that?
ahead. Plan ahead
Plan ahead, absolutely.
before you start the invitations. You need to
Yep,
have,
especially if it's a party.
yeah, party or something.
Yep. So you would probably, with an invitation, you might, send it by email?
By email, your phone.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right. And an invitation you'd want to send in advance. Other things, you don't have to plan big in advance.
No.
Like, let's go to a movie. Let's be spontaneous. So parties, definitely you need an invitation and you need to plan it in advance. But things like a movie or going bowling, you could say, hey guys, do you feel like going to a movie tomorrow night? Yeah. So next week we're going to actually look at how to find out what movies are out there.
Yeah.
There's a certain day every week that the movies change.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about that. And then you're going to sort of look at which ones would be the kind of movie you might want to see. And then we'll probably, in that situation, you probably just text your friend. Yeah. Or maybe call, but we can talk about that.
But you can let people like Julie from VoiceWorks, she needs to know where you have a chart.
Yes.
You need to have a line.
Yep.
So you know what.
That's a really good idea. So Julie is somebody that you would want to let know what you're doing. Because probably, do you think a lot of the friends will come from VoiceWorks?
Probably, I'm thinking at the moment.
Yeah.
It's a start.
It's a start, absolutely. Yeah. And the other thing is all those people are they're very fun-loving people, aren't they? They're in performing arts and you guys have a really, really good friendship. That's right. So, okay, let's have a look at where else we're at. So the other, what's the word I'm looking for? Things that you might need to take into account when you're planning an outing. What might they be? Things like maybe how far away it would be. What else you take into consideration when you're choosing a place to go?
Depends if it's local.
If it's local, yep, that's right, because it's easier to get to, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. What other things might you need to take into account?
Well, I'm not sure.
Maybe the cost.
Something like that, yeah.
Yep. So how much it's going to cost?
You figure out the budget, what you're on.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's right, Sarah. So you would take your budget into account, how far away it is. You want to make sure it's safe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got to be safe.
Got to be safe.
High risk. Yeah.
And what's the most important thing? Gotta have fun. That's exactly right.
Like 15 now.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So, okay, so we're actually, believe it or not, we have to wind up because our 15 minutes is nearly up, believe it or not. So, do you think all the activities that we're talking about and learning how to do all of this, do you think that's an exciting thing for you?
Good start, yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, we're doing it, having a really good start. So, can you remember a couple of the steps that were involved? Just off the top of your head?
How you plan an outing, how you plan it, and how we let people know.
Yep, that's right. Those are some of the steps. And so next week we're going to go over all of that, confirm all of the steps, and we're actually going to do the steps, and we'll figure out...
So like 3 steps?
Yep.
That's right.
Yep, and we'll figure out who you want to invite and what activity you would like to do.
Yeah.
Okay. I've done a handout for you, Sarah, to take home.
All right.
And this is something that's sort of... I've put all the steps that we've spoke about.
Yep.
And highlighted some of the things that I said and that we spoke about today for you to take home. Maybe show to mum, and
maybe set something to do at a new house, because that's
absolutely
a good start.
I think that would be fantastic. So you can keep that. Next week when we get together, I'll do another sheet like this, and each week I'll do a sheet for you that summarizes what we've done. Yeah. Yeah. You happy with that?
Yes.
And do you have any questions you want to ask?
No, I'm happy as it is.
Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you, Sarah. Thanks for coming. That's great. Thank you.